Alright, hey guys, it is March 26th, and it's almost 10 p.m., so it's almost time for me to take Daisy out, so this isn't going to be the longest of videos. Um, Today was a better day than yesterday, for just me personally from a mental standpoint. I was able to get up, get to work. I sat down at my computer at 9 in the morning. I did have to go into my office to get some source docs from a client. So I did do that, but then I came back down and I came back, sat down, and worked until about 9:30 p.m. So I didn't quite make up the hours I missed yesterday, but a bit, getting there, slowly but surely. In kind of some news today, the U.S. death toll has officially hit over 1,000. And we now have the most cases of any country, which kind of thinking about our population and our response to this is not surprising in the slightest. We were tracking very comparably with Italy and Spain for a while. At some point, we were 10 days behind Italy, and kind of just the rate of growth was about the same. But we started testing a lot of people, and surprise, surprise, people had it. Yeah, so that's new, fun, and exciting. From a personal standpoint, today was the first day I went to a grocery store where I was like, I need gloves. I'm not going to that grocery store without any protection. Managed to spend $250 on groceries at BJ's, which when I got that bill, I was like, excuse me, what? To be fair, some of it was things I buy in bulk anyway. I think I mentioned it before, but just if you're in a place where you guys don't have BJ's, it's like Costco or Sam's Club. It's like a bulk wholesaler store. So some of them are things that I tend to buy anyway, like dishwasher pods. I buy those in bulk anyway, and they're like $25 a pop. And I happen to be like running low on them, so got them while I was there. Oh, also, just in some personal dad news, well, this one isn't super personal, but personal for me. As you can see, I'm wearing my Philadelphia Phillies shirt. This is the shirt I wear every year on Phillies opening day. And today was supposed to be the first day of baseball. Today was supposed to be the day that the boys of summer were back. Obviously, baseball's canceled. Well, it's not canceled, it's suspended indefinitely for the moment. I love the Phillies. I've mentioned before that I love sports, and I do love both. I like both the Pirates and the Phillies, but I love the Phillies so much. When I was a kid, my mom loved the Phillies. And every year when I was a kid, she would pull me out of school and take me and my sister to opening day. And for years, we were there. So the Phillies won the World Series in 2008. And, she pulled us out of school to take us to the parade. And the following year, the year that they, hoist the pennant and they honor the whole team, we were able to be there for opening day. And there was a great sign. I'll remember so many things about that day, but there was a huge sign that was like the size of somebody's bed sheet. Like somebody had taken the bed sheet and painted it, and it was a trophy. It was the World Series trophy. And it said, "Yo, Adrian, we did it," which is a reference to Rocky Balboa, or to Rocky, a very famous sports film and that takes place in Philadelphia. If you were unaware. But yeah, that was just a fantastic, magical day. So yeah, I love Phillies opening day. Now that I'm an accountant, late March, I am always too busy. I will probably never get to another Phillies opening day unless I switch careers or taxes suddenly become non-existent. But barring anything like that, I'm probably never going to see another opening day. So I always get very excited for it. It always means that the boys of summer are coming back. It means winter's ending. It means warmer temperatures, and it means baseball. So yeah, very sad that they're not here yet. Um, but it'll just make that opening day that much sweeter when we do eventually get it. Um, so yeah, we had that. I did mention yesterday the stimulus package, which was $2.2 trillion, passed the Senate. So kind of waiting on that to be enacted. There's curiosity over how soon Americans will get their stimulus check. TBD. I think it depends on who's in charge of it. This morning, this is just okay, just for a quick sec. Like, I'm doing this for historical purposes, but this has also kind of slightly become just like a video journal. So that's why I try to say the news of the world more or less. Well, not the whole world, the world kind of as it relates to how I see it. Um, like the big important things like the Olympics, but I don't have death toll figures on Italy or anything. But I also want to say how it relates to or the things that go on in my day-to-day life, because that's also kind of the purpose of this, is to see how day-to-day life goes on. So this morning, my beautiful sweet puppy, she's not a puppy, she's nearly 8. But my dog is the absolute sweetest dog in the world. If you guys know Daisy, just go ahead and skip this bit because you already know it all. But I adopted her in June of 2019. So as of now, I've had her about 9 months. And she was a rescue from WAGs. I highly, highly encourage you, if you live in the Philadelphia area, or I think it's like Bucks County, Montgomery County, and maybe Philadelphia County. If you live in those areas and you want a dog, they're fantastic. They bring dogs from the south to the north where they have a better chance of getting adopted because the south has such a big homeless dog population issue. So anyway, my sweet, beautiful dog, who right now is sleeping with her tongue hanging out. Let me see if I can angle this so you guys can see her. Here she is. Anyway, she actually got attacked this morning. She's okay. I'm okay. We're all okay. But it was just a little there was a dog that, like I mentioned before, we live on a complex. It's a dog aggressive dog. I know it's a dog aggressive dog, but the dog got away from its owner and did actually rush us and jump on her. Thankfully, this morning was really cold, so I had a jacket on her. And so when the dog jumped on her, he got the jacket and not her. So she's all fine. But that was first time your dog gets attacked. That's not something you're gonna forget in a hurry. And also she adores dogs. She's really scared of other people. I mean, justifiably so. She was really horribly neglected and abused and abandoned. But she loves dogs, loves dogs. And literally this dog is trying to attack her and does attack her and is growling and snapping and biting and barking. And by the time we get the two of them apart, Daisy's like, but friend. And I'm like, no, bad friend. We're not going to play with that friend. And she's whining to go play with the dog that's trying to attack her. I'm like, no, we're going to go over here now. Anyway, yeah, she has made getting through this a lot easier. Basically because I have a pretty elaborate setup here in terms of my work stuff, which I kind of need right now because, as I mentioned a million times, in the midst of my really, really busy season. So kind of going home was going to be a logistical nightmare. Also, my parents don't have good Wi-Fi. My parents have really awful Wi-Fi. I don't know why. They claim to not be able to fix it. I think that's false, but whatever. That's what they claim. Um, so I would have probably, had we gone through this whole thing, stayed here anyway. Um, but with Eliza not here and with no one else here, it would have been really, really sad. So it's really nice, even though she literally this position, that's how she exists 85% of the time. During my workday, she will like come and request pets, and I'll just like pet her for a couple minutes, and then she'll like wander off to a sunspot, lay down, and not move for 6 hours. Honestly, kind of during the day, sometimes she'll get I have a dog. And then I'm like, oh shoot, it's time for her to go out. But yeah, anyway, also I think I mentioned it before, but the place I live, Conshohocken, is trying to do this like Takeout Tuesday thing to help kind of keep the local economy vaguely going, help keep some restaurants and businesses in business. I did not do that on Tuesday. I meant to, and then totally forgot about it. I'm sorry, my hair has been so weird all day, and I like can't find a way that I like how it feels. So sorry. Anyway, I did not do that on Tuesday. Meant to, and then kind of just stuff got out of hand. So I didn't actually end up doing that. So I figured today I would like, okay, I'll do a personal takeout Thursday. I got a really not good margarita pizza and some really not good pierogies to go with it. First off, the thing said loaded pierogies, and I was like, what's that? And it said with mozzarella and bacon. Now, my dad and my dad's family is very Slovak, very Czech, and so we like make pierogies at Christmas, at whatever else. And so like I hear that and I say, oh, naturally, that means that the bacon and mozzarella, which I thought was an odd choice, but I was like, okay, whatever. People put all sorts of cheese in pierogies. I'm sure it's in the pierogi. No, that would be mistaken. It was just plain pierogies, like potato cheese pierogies in this. What I assume at one point was a bath of melted mozzarella and crumbled bacon all on top of it. But it took a very long time for me to get my food for some reason. I hope that's because they were really, really busy. I would much rather have lukewarm pizza and they be busy than really hot pizza and I'd be the only person who's ordered all night. So I'll give that to them. But yeah, by the time the pierogies got to me, the cheese had like cooled, and so it was just this like solidified mass of cheese and bacon with pierogies like kind of half stuck under the cheese. So I had to like extract the pierogies. So yeah, that was kind of a shit show. And the margarita pizza was food. That's about the best it's got. It's food. It doesn't taste bad. Like I'm still gonna eat it, but it doesn't taste good. It's maybe the way to phrase that. I'm trying to think if anything else happened in the world today. Let me just check my Facebook app really quickly. Oh, the Dow actually did well for the first time in like forever. This actually was the Dow rallies more than 1,300 points, capping the biggest 3-day surge since 1931. Which, considering we were damn close to, well, no, rephrase. Considering the certainty of us having, at the very least, a recession due to this, if not us leading into depression, the comparison with 1931 is annoyingly apropos. Also, there's this thing called Real ID, which has been going on for a stupid long amount of time at this point. I feel like the first real ID deadline was supposed to be like 2016, like easily when I was in college. Um, and the whole idea was that you would have certain things on your ID so you could fly domestically. Which I, to be completely honest with you, don't really understand why we needed like why we needed like to change what we needed to fly domestically. I'm sure it was some terrorist did something at some point with some type of ID, and we're like, well, we got to fix that because one terrorist has a shoe bomb, and then all of us have to take our shoes off to get on a plane for the rest of eternity. Um, but school shootings happen with nearly weekly regularity for years, and we don't do anything about guns. But that's a topic for another day. Anyway, so the Real ID was having issues because some of the states' IDs didn't have the things that were required for Real ID, and Pennsylvania was actually one of those states. So there was going to be new licenses come out, and they have actually come out. I think if I were to go to the DMV today and get that, that's what it looked like. It looks really ugly. I really don't like it. This is actually, I have it in my back pocket because at the store I went to get alcohol. So this is my current Pennsylvania ID, and it looks like a Pennsylvania ID. The new ones kind of look like a New York ID. And actually, my brother goes to school in Miami, and he tried to get into a bar. He got a new Real ID and tried to get into a bar, and it wouldn't work because the bouncer was like, "That's not a Pennsylvania ID." Like, no, that's fake. Uh, and then he was able to get back into the bar later with a fake ID because life. Um, but anyway, so there was going to be a thing that starting in the next month or so, you weren't going to be able to fly without either a Real ID or your passport, even domestically in the US. But now Homeland Security has delayed that until 2021 because people didn't get their shit together in time. To be fair, I'm one of them. My ID expires, in 2021. So I guess I'll be getting a new Real ID. Yay. So I think that's it for now. I hope everyone goes to sleep with dreams of baseball. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.